What's up, you guys? It's your girl msbelsatl, and I'm back with a new video. I know it's been a couple of months now since I've uploaded my last video. However, I've been working, and the holidays came around, so I'm spending time with family, and you know how it is. But I'm trying to be, I said this year, I set some goals for myself, and I definitely want to be more consistent with my videos. And I also want to build up my Dear Miss Bells content section of my YouTube channel. And that's what I'm here today. I'm going to start, this video is going to be a Dear Miss Bells. I've been gathering questions from friends and also from, like I said, if you want to send in a question you want me to help you sort through, or you have an issue with, definitely email me your question at msbelsatl@gmail.com, and I'll answer your question here on my YouTube channel. So the question I got in today, I mean, I didn't get it in today, but the question I got in, shout out to Kanay75, that's KANNA75 on social media if you would like to follow this individual. She sent in a question in regards to dating. And matter of fact, I have a lot of questions that came in regards to dating, but dating is not the only thing that we'll be, talking about. You can also send in questions in regards to questions if you have issues at your workplace. You don't know what career, you don't know what your passion is. You have a friend that might be cheating on another friend. Send in any type of question that you have, and I'm going to take a stab at answering. Let me put a disclaimer in here. No, I'm not a psychiatrist. No, I'm not a counselor. However, I feel as though through my own personal experiences and experiences that I've seen or heard of through individuals, I think I am, I'm qualified enough to come on here and give my 2 cents. Plus, it's not many people on YouTube that does this. So I just want this to be a cool place. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel as well. I want this to be a cool place where we sit back, chill, we get some of these questions out here, and we see what my opinion is and what other people's opinions are. So definitely at the end of this video, please leave your comments below, and let's get the dialogue started, because I'm here in Atlanta, I'm in the South. Dating may be different here in the South than it is up north or on the East Coast. Or East Coast or the West Coast. Dating may be different, or even internationally. It just may be different places. So you guys may have a difference of opinion. Who knows? So here's Kanay75's question. Her question for me was, why are men so intimidated by women who got their shit together? Well, okay. When dating, as an independent woman or a woman who is single, who have spent a great deal of time supporting herself, if she has kids, she's been taking care of her own kids. She got a home, she got her own car, she keeps her bills paid, she got good credit. She has a roof over her head, she keeps a good job. All of those things. She has she's spiritual, she's a nice person, she might go and volunteer from time to time and feed the homeless. This girl is pretty much a good girl all around. However, when it comes to dating and meeting men, whether it's in clubs, in a bookstore, or wherever, there's always a few select men that have issues with women who are so independent. And I guess my opinion on that is that, number one, I think that those type of men are, they're insecure. They're insecure about something. I don't know if whether it could be a financial insecurity. Maybe they don't make as much money as they know or believe this woman that they're talking to makes. maybe they have 5 kids and this woman don't have kids, so they feel like, hey, I might have just too much baggage for this woman who, don't have kids. I'm coming with kids, and that could be an insecurity, a baggage insecurity. Um, it could be an insecurity as maybe they're not used to being around strong women. They're not used to being around independent, women that are so independent and can support themselves 100%. Maybe they're not used to that. They didn't see that growing up, and so they feel like, hey, how do I even supposed to treat this woman? I don't know. I just do what I do, and it's enough for these other random chicks who might be still in college, or just don't, who mind not even on the right things, and they be too busy party. They might be party girls, and all these other little types of chicks that they met in the past just might have been so different than this current woman that they see. Hey, I've never even met a woman like her before. So there could be some level of insecurity with that as well. If there is a man out there who have those insecurities, those insecurities over time definitely messes with their emotions and their ways of interacting with an independent woman. And like I said, they may not necessarily know what it takes to deal with that type of woman. So, if you're the type of guy, if you're the type of woman that, hey, you make more than them, you got your own house, but the guy you just met and dating still might be in an apartment. He might even have a roommate. He might drive a little car. You might drive a Mercedes, but he drive a little Charger. You know what I'm saying? He come to your house. You got all this fancy furniture and all this type of stuff, but he just still living the bachelor life. He got a couple of black leather couches in his house. He might have a flat screen. He just got the basic single dude stuff in his house. He just might see how you living, how you keep yourself well dressed, you keep your hair done, you keep your nails done and everything. They may feel as though, hey, I might not be able to handle this type of woman. I might not be able to keep up with her. She might be wanting things from me, whether it's things like gifts and paying bills and those type of things that I can't give that to her. I can't give that to her, or I don't know how to give that to her. And that causes a problem. And us women, we can sense when a man is intimidated by us because they try to get out of doing shit. Whether it's, of course, like I said, the holiday is going around. The holiday is going around. Some guys probably stop calling just because this girl, she's so used to carrying Louis Vuitton bags and Chanel bags. He probably was at home thinking, damn, she gonna want some red bottoms for Christmas, or she gonna want that Louis Vuitton bag, but I ain't got the money to buy it for, or I'm just not buying. I just don't want to buy it because I've never had to spend that type of money on a female. He just didn't want to level up during Christmas time. Therefore, he probably just stopped calling or faded away. You know what I'm saying? For a couple of months during a couple of days during the holidays, just because he just didn't want to do all of that stuff. You know what I mean? And it's a shame that he just couldn't, maybe keep it real with the female. Like, dang, I don't want to spend this. I don't want to spend $1,000 on a bag. He didn't even feel the need to just talk it out with the girl and everything. And that just could be a form of intimidation right there. And like I said, us women, it's certain things that men do, it's certain things that men say. We know when you're intimidated by us because we could say this, or we doing this, or we taking a trip. You know, me and my girls finna jump on a plane and we going to Aruba, and they be like, oh, for real? Y'all doing that? You know, you know what I mean? Be like, dang, like, who don't take trips? You know what I'm saying? That's how the women thinking, like, who don't take trips? But the man, on the other hand, he could be feeling like, me and my boys don't even take trips like that. You know, so it's different things that men will feel a certain type of way about, and that's a form of feeling intimidated. Feeling intimidated because he won't be able to keep up with this woman's lifestyle. He not on that. And then if he ain't on that, then really, women, we can't force that man to be on that. To be honest, maybe he the wrong guy for you. You know what I'm saying? He could be the wrong guy. If you continue to meet men who are intimidated, he just might be the wrong guy. You just might have met him at the wrong place at the wrong time. He might have been cute, you know what I mean? And he saw you and thought you was cute and pretty and beautiful and everything. But once y'all got to know each other and learn each other likes and don't likes and what y'all got going on or don't have going on, you just didn't connect. You didn't connect on that level. And that's fine. And that's absolutely fine. However, there are men who be in relationships with women who may make more money than them and able to support their household and their kids and whoever else. And those type of men, they try to stay in the relationship. Like they really try to get to know you more. They drag it out for months on end. They, you know, because they really want to be with you. And in their mind, they probably even thinking like, hey, I might be able to work this out. I might be this a good girl. It might be a long time before I meet somebody else like her. I need to jump on it. I need to figure this thing out and see how we can work it out and see how, you know, I'll be able to do the things that she want me to do for her and, you know, and see what happens. But however, sometimes the men just it don't work out. The relationship don't work out because it's being forced. It's being forced that you know, the man is forcing himself to be that type of man that you as a female is requiring him to be. And it may be a little bit too much for this particular guy. It just might be a little bit too much. Now, I will say for women, sometimes we can be a little bit too forceful when we're expressing ourselves to men. You know, when we're going out on dates and he's asking questions and you're asking him questions and you're finding out about his life and his family and career and whether or not he went to school and what type of job he has and what he does in his free time and everything. Sometimes and vice versa, sometimes we can be a little bit too forceful and a little bit too, what I call as matter-of-factly. Like, we can be a little bit too matter-of-fact because we could be like, look, I got this going on. I got this going on. I make 6 figures a year and what you got? It's like we get straight to it. We get straight to it like, what you got going on? Because if you don't have as much as I got going on, then there might be some issues. There might be some issues with us dating, you know, and those are the type of things that you need to figure out and find out about one another during those first few dates. Some people believe that it takes 6 months to a year to really get to know somebody. I myself, I don't think so. I don't think so because I feel like if you're asking the right questions, if you're going out and you're going out on these dates and doing certain things and seeing how people interact with not only their own friends but with their families and just the outside world, you can find out what you need to find out about that individual and determine whether or not that individual is going to be someone you can see yourself with. And that does not take 6 to 12 months. It actually does not take the 6 to 12 months. It could take probably 1 month. it don't take me that long to figure out whether or not I'm gonna be with somebody or not. It just doesn't take that. I guess that's because, I do like asking a lot of questions, and it could be some off the wall question that don't have nothing to do with nothing, but I can after they answer the question, I could tell through their words, I could tell through their reaction to my question, I could just tell through the emotions and things like that that's spilling out through them expressing themselves that, hey, okay, this dude, he might be all right. He seems like he got a good head on his shoulder. Or it could be, oh hell no, did he really just say that? Come on now, for real, so it doesn't really take that long to figure it out. So with that, it shouldn't take a woman that long to figure out if a man is intimidated by her. And if he is, then he's probably just not the man for you. He's not that man for you. He's not in a place in his life where he feels as though he is capable of providing you with the things that you need in a relationship, or the things that you need as a woman, whether it's financial something. Excuse me, y'all, my nose start itching. Whether it's something financially related, or whether it's spiritually, whether it's like I said, if it's dealing with kids, and that, you'll be able to figure all that stuff out. And it may be something that he just cannot deal with, and he knows that he can't really deal with it. However, to him, you sexy as hell, you beautiful, you got a nice smile. Even if y'all might have had sex, the sex probably was bomb. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he's kind of dangling you on, because he say, dang, she just might be the perfect package, and I don't want to let her go, but at the same time, I ain't going to be able to do certain things for her, And so when it's like that, and guys playing games, women, we need to figure out ASAP, if these games are being played, and if they are, then we need to just end it, in the relationship, in the dating phase, because it's not going to go anywhere. Just say, hey, it was what it was. We tried to get to know each other. It's certain things that I have certain expectations as a woman, vice versa. He may say, I have certain expectations as a man, and if you guys can't agree or meet up on it, then there's no need for you guys to be dating, and you should just split and go your separate ways. You can still be friends. You might could talk on the phone from time to time, or text each other from time to time, but as far as it being dating and fucking and all that type of stuff, all of that just has to end right there and now, because if you continue it out, it's just going to get worse and worse and worse, and then it's going to be arguments, and somebody's feelings is really going to get hurt at the end of the day. So it's best to just cut all of that out. So to end my opinion about the question, my answer is, men, check your insecurities. Figure out what is it that you're insecure about when you're dealing with this woman who is so strong and can support herself. Figure out what the deal is. Figure that out as soon as possible. You need to figure that out at least by the third date. You need to know what it is. And you need to find out. You need to tell yourself whether or not, hey, do I want to string her along and keep dating her? Or I could just tell her, hey, I think it's best that we be friends, and that's it. Women, for you, if you find yourself talking to a guy that's intimidated by you, you meet someone and you could tell that he's intimidated by you, as a woman, again, ask the questions that you need to ask him. Find out about him. Don't be so forceful and so direct. There's a way to ask questions, but not come off as, so strongly and like I said, forceful when you ask them, and direct. there's a way you can throw questions out there in the midst of you laughing at a joke, and just to see what his answer is going to be or what his reaction is going to be. There's a way to do that. So ask the questions that you need to ask within those first couple of days to find out, hey, is this the guy? Is this the guy for you? And to try to get a sense of whether or not he is intimidated by you and what you got going on in your life. And I think once men and women do that, and they do it very quickly in the dating phase, then that will help cease a lot of problems down the line. And you'll be able to get closer to the person that is meant for you at the end of the day. You'll meet that perfect guy eventually. And yeah, you guys will live happily ever after. So that's my answer. Be looking out for more Dear Miss Bells videos. Like I said, I have a long list of questions, so I'll be pushing these videos out. My plan is to get these videos out at least twice a week. And if you have a question, email me at msbelsatl@gmail.com. Definitely leave your comments on the video below, and I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.